Peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless your day. By His mercies we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house as body too. We're naturally alive. And yeah, man, I want to get into this, man, because actually, you know what's crazy? We was probably going to watch. No, I was watching it the other week, and in the yesterday it kind of came on. I was over my homie's house, and yesterday it's actually on TV now. The 28 days later, but the new one came out, man. But you know, and that's something else. But now I was just thinking. But the other day I was looking at Deuteronomy 28 a lot of times too, because because a lot of times, no, yeah. Also, too, shout out to to those brothers that I met yesterday. Some of them, the IUIC brothers out. I was on my way to the library, and I ran into one of them, and I think they was going over like the curses, things of that nature. I think it was, but when they was out there teaching, but I do want to say here that's why we kind of revise it here, things of that nature. Shout out to brother Samuel Firstborn too, because these curses a lot of times too. Yes, the curses about on the children of Israel, on our people, yes, but that naturally yes, but it's really about the curses that that Yahushua took upon, that Yahushua was took upon, and this is talking about Yahushua as well. Honestly, just like the blessings, man, like the blessings in Deuteronomy 28:3, man. Like blessing the city, man. That city's talking about New Jerusalem, man. That's what it is. It's more than the city in Philly or New York or LA or Baltimore, DC, Norfolk, Virginia. I don't know, or Buffalo, or wherever you want to name it. Kansas City or St. Louis or Boston, or it's more about curses, being cursed, and blessing that city in your land of captivity. It's talking about New Jerusalem, things of that nature, or Cincinnati or whatever cities I miss. I don't know what, Chicago, all those places, Cleveland, whatever. But it's more to it than just that. Honestly, it's more of the blessings, being blessed in New Jerusalem, man, in that city, man. But honestly, the curses in Deuteronomy 28 are curses that's talking about Yahushua, the curses he took upon, and things of that nature, man. But it's actually going into, I don't know why, because I was thinking, okay, what, I would know. I was wanting to talk about this, man, because 28 days later it came up yesterday, and I was like, what? I had this written down on 28, so let me just talk about this, man. And also too, that 28 days later, man, that kind of, I think we mentioned about this in the video that we did on that, man. 28 years later, I should say, but that's going into as well, because all the zombie, the zombie, if I think we talked about this before, it's really a satire of slave revolts, man. It was from a Haitian man called Gene Zombie in the slave revolt. So that's why when you see the concept of the zombie, that's where it kind of comes from. Also, too, like the brother said as well, it could be this too, like the brother sent me first one said, it could be a mockery of the resurrection of the dead, of course, because actually crazy. I was just watching the zombie movie the other day. It wasn't a zombie movie. It was came out in 1985. It's called Demons, but it was kind of same type of deal. But well, that's neither here nor there. But that's what it is too. But I want to say this as well, because that's where our people kind of in as well, the state. But reason why is that we're like that because we're out the most on your house, man, and that's one of the curses, honestly. That honestly, that's is this is more honestly different, of because the curses can be without the gospel, the witness, the testimony, new covenant, man. That's really what it is, man. That's one of the curses. Because let's get this here, man. Let's look at this. Let's get Deuteronomy 28, verse 27. It says, "And the Lord shall smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scab, and here's the main part we want to focus on, and with the itch, whereof thou cannot be healed." So yeah, see, what's that itch, man? Let's think about, it's more than because hemorrhoids is like hemorrhoids. That's what was given to the Philistines after they stole the Ark of the Covenant, and they end up getting back. It's pretty much hemorrhoids, man. That's just really, really bad to have, man. I had bad stomach aches, things of that nature, but hemorrhoids, man, that's something else. That's something crazy, something wild, but very painful. But also too, that it says with the scab and with the itch. See, these are just now in the natural aspect. These are actually like sickness, plagues, diseases, and things of that nature. But let's see really what that itch is. Let's read this one more time. It says, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 27. The Lord will smite thee, and with the bots of Egypt, and with the emerods, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed. So, yeah, let's see what that itch really is. This is really that curse. That's itch. That's a curse, honestly. Let's get 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3. It says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust, and they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears." So what's that? Itching ears? What? Because it's a similar thing to what having following things and teaching stuff like that follows your own will, your own desires, things of that nature, man. What was that name? One of the kings, one of the wicked kings said he didn't like that prophet because he prophesied evil things of me. He didn't tell him good things, honestly. And that's a honestly thing when you want to hear smooth things, honestly, not really the gospel, really not really what it is, honestly. That's a curse. That's itching ear. That's pretty much being like it said in the next verse, Deuteronomy 28:28. Blindness, honestly, when you don't see it, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So yeah, and this is kind of that sound doctrine, man. That's the doctrine of Christ, honestly, and this is kind of going to following the way, honestly, But it's let's because this is a curse, pretty much, man. It says especially like if the beast rises, things that nature, things like following after his teachings and things of that nature. That's the curse and things of that nature. But Verse 2 Timothy 4 verse 3, he says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust, they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth." Who's that truth? Yahushua, man. And shall be turned to fables. Exactly, man. So that's is what it is, man. So that's curse, man, and that's being pretty much blinded from Let's get 2 Corinthians 4 and 4, and then John 12. So yeah, and that's the next verse, being the blind and not seeing the gospel witness testimony, Yahushua, man. Because why? Because you pretty much don't believe the word. Because if Yahushua saying believe on me, as the scripture says, he comes in a volume of a book, man. You pretty much not believing in the word, believing in him. So that's what is what it is, and that's a curse, honestly. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4, it says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. And what did it say? That he came to his own and they believe not, man. So all those that don't believe, man, that's just is what it is. It's the least the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, or of Christ, who's in the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them, man. So yeah, let's get John 12, man. So this is part of one of the curses, man, not believing or falling away from the gospel, man, from the doctrine of Christ, man, or not even be able to see it, man. That's a curse, man. Having them itching ears to go, like he says, Isaiah prophesied smooth things, or you don't even, honestly, this is what it is, man. What's that else in Jeremiah? Probably those prophets that prophesy out of their own heart, honestly, Let's get where am I going? John. Okay, I'm going John 12. John 12 verse verse 30. It says okay. 35. Yep. It says verse 40. I'm sorry. It says John 12 verse 40. He says, He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, so they should not understand with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I should heal them. Yeah, be converted to what? To the witness, to the gospel testimony, the Most High House, like the new covenant, man. That's just what it is. Because what did he say to Peter, right, in Luke, until you be converted, things of that nature. What? Because Peter grew up with the law, statutes, commandments. He already knew that, and we can see that Acts 10. He already knew not to eat those unclean foods. Well, he's talking about being converted unto him, to the Yahushua and the Father, man. Like, to the the gospel witness testimony, man. Honestly, that's just is what it is. Build up in the faith, honestly, stuff like that. Because Peter knew, by that time, of course, he had the eyes to see that was the Most High. I mean, the Yahushua was like the son of the Most High, son of the living God, but it was really built up in the faith in there, honestly. So, that's just what it is, man. But that's the part of that itch, man. That's the curse, man. Like, that itch is those itching ears. That's a curse, man. Honestly, falling after that, that's just what it is. And also too, doing our own will, man. That's just part of that as well, man. So, hopefully, now of course on the natural tip is talking about actual plagues and actual like pestilences on things of that nature, but yeah, man, but that's really is what it is, though, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.